For those who don't know me, I'm JT, also known as the High Street Hunter. Myself and my guys Rashawn and Gable are on a hunt to find the creative individuals behind the flyest up and coming brands making waves in the scene right now. Meet K and D, the creative director and founder of God Bless the Trap. With K's eccentric flair and D's pragmatic mindset, the duo have managed to amass a following of over 4,000 people alongside a growing influence in the UK fashion scene.
There is a view of last times, of eschatology.
Hailing from Southeast London, the pair have used both their similarities and their differences to form one of the country's most unique up-and-coming streetwear brands. So today, we're meeting my guys D and K, the creative directors of God Bless the Trap. I've known these guys since like 2019, we've networked, trying to make this happen, and finally today is the day. Hopefully today, I hope you guys are able to see what it's like being part of a team, two-man behind the brand, how it works. I want you to see their visions for the brand. But I think the main thing I want you to see though is the meaning behind the designs. They released a new range called the Eschatology line, and bro, it's crazy. Kay's told me a couple things, but today we're gonna hear everything. So, as I always say, guys, keep it locked. So today, I'm here with two people that I've known for like a year now. People that I've seen their brand go from something to something even bigger in a very short space of time. Guys, today we have God Bless the Trap. This is K, the creative director, and D, the founder. Let's go. So where do we start? But I feel like there's only one place for me to start, and that's the name. And obviously the reason why I want to start with that name is because when you look at it, it seems like it's something that's almost juxtaposed, like a trap is something that someone might perceive to be like a bad thing or something like that. And you're saying, God bless it. 100. So talk me through that, like what was your thought process behind that?
The thought process was pretty much like, do you get what I'm saying? It's a hustle. The trap is just a hustle, do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, God bless your hustle. And obviously the trap, like, is an urban term in it for hustling, do you understand? And obviously, we're urban, as you can say, do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, that's all it is, God bless the trap, God bless the hustle.
What came before that? Because I'm sure there just wasn't a day where you was like, you know what, I'm gonna start a brand and I'm just gonna call it God Bless the Trap. So what was like the journey into you finally deciding to come up with a brand, and then a brand with this sort of name?
Literally, I was obviously I am into fashion. I was into fashion heavily. I used to buy all the clothes, trainers, all of that, and I was like, at a point I was like, you know what, I'm tired of this, I'm tired of spending my money on all these things, innit? Like, so I decided, since I like fashion, let me make my own fashion brand. Finished uni, I was thinking, what am I going to do with myself? Do you understand? So I was like, and they always say, oh, do what you like. It's like, yeah, I like fashion.
So might as well.
Might as well make my own
the
brand.
name, innit? Wasn't it something to do with one of your brothers, no?
Obviously, the one time my brother must have made a picture, like before, like had a picture that said "God bless the trap," whatever. The future lyric.
That song.
Yeah, he put that across a picture or something like that. Then, when I was thinking of a brand name or something, obviously I listened to a lot of Future. I like Future, innit? You know what I'm saying? He's got a song that's got that phrase in it. You know what I'm saying? So I was listening to that track one day. I remember that picture. And it just all like just kind of clicked in. It's like, yo, like I remember that picture my bro made. I liked it. You know what I'm saying? It was like a long black box with God Bless the Trap, obviously, and the other word in it over a female's face or something like that. Then I just remembered it, and I was listening to the song at the same time. Then literally I just came across with it like that. It's like, yo, God bless the trap.
And the rest is history.
Literally history from there.
So obviously when I look at this jumper here that obviously says God bless the trap, the quality of this and obviously the season just shows me that you obviously didn't start at this point. Do you know what I mean? Like there's obviously been a progression. So in terms of when you first came up with God bless the trap, what sort of designs did you have? What sort of things were you selling?
It was very, very simple at first. Like it was very
First thing was the cap, innit?
It was the cap, and it was very, how can I explain?
Prayer hands.
Prayer hands, very typical.
Yeah.
When you say typical, what do you mean?
As in typical, as in
Obvious.
it's gonna be the prayer hands because it's God bless.
It was like overused and stuff. That's just that was just before I kind of
You know what I'm
joined
saying?
in.
So God bless the trap based on suede hats. God bless the trap just on the hat. You understand? And the image was very typical.
It was like old English, you know, the old English font.
Yeah, like the smart
Nah, I don't like. If you see it, you know it. It's like old English. It's like on gravestones, like old newspapers, that kind of stuff. With just the prayer hands. And obviously, it's like it's even wavy in it, but it's like
typical.
do better.
It's typical. Do you understand?
Kind of cliche.
Yeah, it's one of the things like. There's like not to even discount it, because something like the accessibility of typical stuff. Do you know what I mean? Because if it is like it's against obvious, people get it. It's like God bless trap prayer hands. Again, like man, them it's hard.
Yeah.
And then once like you've got them in with that one, when you do the techie stuff, they're like they trust you that it will be. Do you know what I mean?
So do you feel like to kind of get in there first?
Again, obviously, he's not even thinking
that.
that far ahead, but it's like he's like, oh, let me see what happens, and like he said, it's like good response. It's like, alright, cool, that's good response.
You know what I'm saying? His brother hooked me up with him, and obviously he got the vision straight away, kind of thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like since then, it's just been bouncing back and forth. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like,
because even I was like, because I have like another kind of brand with someone else, and it was one of those. It's like, oh, if I'm gonna venture into another project, kind of thing. It's like, is it gonna be worth it? And obviously, I remember asking bro, I was like, oh, what's dealer? What's oh, yeah, I know who he is, and obviously we're all from the same area, innit? But it's like, he's like, no, he's cool. He's like, he's a techie guy. You'll get along with him. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm so a techie guy apparently. So it's like, no, like it'll work, innit? Like it'll meld until obviously we're talking and stuff. And I was like, okay. It's not just typical. I don't want to be involved. It's not just
typical.
Just
and when you guys first started having those conversations, like, how were you able to kind of show Kay that if the first designs you kind of had were the typical designs?
Because it was all the explanations that, yo bro, like, listen, this is the idea, but this is not where I'm trying to take it. I'm trying to take it this way. Because when people hear it, they're trying to take it that way. But that's not the way we're trying to take it. You understand what I'm saying? Obviously, from the name, you might think, oh, it's about this and about that. But it's not. Do you get what I'm saying?
The reason why I want to speak about your jumper first is because when I first linked up with you guys, I remember the patchwork standing out as.
Because even this, we did this ourselves. This is like the first one was like we did it. Because I was like, oh, I can't remember how
we ordered these hoodies.
Yeah, and then
we've got a lot. The last kit was cut and sew, but then sometimes you just get some extra stuff just to see what's up in it. So we ordered these hoodies. We had nothing to do with it, kind of.
Like, what can we do? And I was like, if I get like some canvas, I screen print at home.
Do you understand?
Then obviously I think your mum sewed it, and I screen printed this.
Like, the whole family.
Bro, it's like angles like this make it work, innit? So like, and then obviously we only made like 10 or something first, and obviously people like
people
what's that one, that.
But I think what we'll talk about now, because obviously we're speaking about more the design and stuff, is a good way to kind of lead us into the new collection stuff. Before these were part of the new collection, me and Kay were talking, and Kay was like to me, yeah, we're doing this eschatology stuff. I consider myself to be a smart guy, but eschatology, I'm like, bro, I've never heard of this in my life, innit?
Everyone says people like, if we haven't said it to them, or if they can like, you haven't heard of it at all, you've never heard of it, they're just waiting for one of us to say it out loud. And they're like, oh, is that how you say it?
Did I say it right?
Yeah, eschatology.
Thank you. So obviously, Kay's telling me why, I'm like, what is this? And obviously, because I think I even googled it afterwards, or maybe when I was with, oh my days, it was the first time I met you, you showed me.
Yeah, and then White City.
Yeah, White City, and this was like
summer.
Summer last year. So it just goes to show how much time and planning goes into this. But anyway, so when I first saw it, I couldn't even imagine what it would be like. And then now that I'm seeing it, I'm like, yo, this is sick. But the good thing about it is, and the good thing about me having both of you here today, is to explain what these things mean. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of people will still see it, and although it looks hard, they'll get an added almost incentive or reason to wear it when they know that everything ties in together, as you said when you speak about the safety first and stuff like that.
Because again, obviously you want to like, one of the things obviously, luckily again, like with friends, with boys, all that is like, bro, I want to make something I want to wear. I think it looks good, he thinks it looks good. We're the people that would buy this. and then with the added thing of the theme, make sure it runs through and make sure kind of the theme goes with actual clothing. Do you know what I mean? Like the distressed and some soft, and obviously it's like the stone, the washed thing going on, all this kind of stuff.
Even like the patchwork in terms of
it's frayed, obviously it's like the inside out, it's all like derelict, it's all just like obviously it's like end of the world. It's like the theory of end of the world and like religions and stuff like the rapture and this and obviously that 2012 apocalypse, all this, that's basically what eschatology is, that kind of stuff. So it's like, bro, this all looks like it's all going.
This is what I mean.
It's all going down under, bro.
And it's sick that you guys are on here because unless you start mentioning the things you just mentioned, okay, people aren't gonna deep how detailed the garments are. Do you know what I mean? So in terms of the theme eschatology, you've obviously told us what it is. How did you lot think of that?
It's all once again through planning a mood board and theme boards. It's like you put together a mood board of different ideas, you do your research, like put everything together, then it can just come about.
Yeah, to be honest, he's always thinking in that way. To be honest, I won't even lie. It's like he'll be like, bro, man's just been looking at stuff, man's just this, that, and bro, this guy said, you know, you're just doing your own thing, and then it's like 4 a.m, 3 a.m. Man tries to send me some mood board with like Aries and bare mad stuff. I was like, big man, what are you doing?
In heaven,
bro.
all of this stuff.
Man sent me like a dodo, you know the old dodo bird. It's like,
extinction of
whether they're black or white pictures, the drawings.
Like just extinction of humanity. Big pictures from like encyclopedia. Just bro, man was.
So what you're telling me about now is what literally led to this.
Just bare extinction stuff, fight war, all this stuff. I was like, bro.
So it's like it's all on a mood board.
But obviously, when I meet you, you're a bubbly guy, you know what I mean? You're a talker. I'm not expecting you to ever think about these sort of things.
So, see what fashion is, Fashion is art. See, like an artist will paint something, they'll be like, why did you paint this? So like, this is how I felt inside. So fashion to me and us is like, it's just a feeling portrayed on clothes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when, for example, safety first was a feeling.
In a dark place, bro. That's
Eschatology, all it is a feeling placed on garments. That's it. That's all it is. So when I'm making a mood board, is that okay? I may be feeling like this. Put it all together. Come up with a name. I didn't know what eschatology meant. It's all just through research.
So it's like you felt a certain way, like, I need to put this into some sort of parameters.
All it is art.
Like,
fashion is just art. Do you understand? So it's like, it's all art and research. You put it all together, literally, that's how it come about. It's not nothing where it's like, I'm doing something crazy and trying to think of the next best thing or anything. It's not that. It's just that it's a feeling, put it together.
And like I said, it's one of the ones, obviously, it's like, okay, this is, again, bro, literally it was like 2 a.m, 3 a.m. Man just got this mood board inbox thing. I was looking at it, I said, this guy was.
100%. Did he wake you up?
Bro, I was awake because obviously I don't sleep for hours, but it's like, bro, what are you sending me a 3 hour? We need to call a hotline. It's like, what's all this about?
Eschatology. Like, I remember the conversation like, yo, eschatology, let's call it eschatology or some stuff like this.
And then again from there, it's like, alright, cool. Because again, it's like, just whatever, and then just say what you feel in it. And obviously I was like, alright, cool. And then I was like, alright, I'll look into it. Then obviously in the week, I was like, Like,
so you started getting invested in it?
Yeah, of course, because I was like, yeah, bro, I'm into it. Like, fuck it, like, yeah, take it in it. And that was the whole point. And I think because this was basically the first design I did, which is the Great Purging.
Bounce off the God of
War.
God of War.
So I was like, oh,
which God of War is this?
Aries, Greek God of War. But then it's like,
you play the games?
Oh, God of War again. Yeah, of course. But it was more just like, because eschatology is the end of the world. So I was like, Aries won't really fit with it. So I was like, you know what, Saint Michael, innit? Archangel Michael from the Bible, God's main hitter.
That's what if my mom's watching this, she's gonna be so angry because I don't know.
But I'll you know, I say, she should be happy. This is the Angel Michael, you know, this is a good one. And obviously, even in like Islam, he's like, obviously, it's got the Arabic version of Michael, whatever. So it's like, you know, it's not, no one should be too upset with anything really, innit? But yeah, it's like, bro, the Great Purging, innit? Just sounds mad, innit?
It sounds mad, bro.
Yeah.
So like, even with these pieces here, obviously I know we're going to talk about the pieces right now.
We're going to, don't worry, we're going to get into the end.
Everything is just,
everything's got a story. If you read the quotes,
everything's got a
story.
Let me read the quotes.
Talk me through this. Talk me through everything. Whatever you want to start with, just talk me through what you're thinking about when you made it.
It's basically.
Oh yeah, they might fall.
It's basically the oversized version for the tracksuit of what you're wearing. Obviously, you're wearing the fitted one, and this is the oversized one. But yeah, the artwork, just again, it's like, it's from the initial. This is like, again, this is the first kind of piece of artwork I did before we even did like the labels and stuff. So it's like God of War. I was like, Persian, like, you know what I mean? It was like a different scene. It was like him doing something to someone else. And it's like, nah, I don't even need that.
Yeah.
And if you look at the background of it, this is like a piece from like the 1800s.
I think this is real creativity, and I like the fact that both of you man are bouncing off each other, because obviously, as I said, speaking about the different backgrounds you guys come from, D, you've came up with the idea, but because you haven't like done art the same way K has,
100%.
you know you can go to K, and K is gonna bring the idea to life.
Now, he tried some though.
That's
the collection was big, but it's like I tried a couple items myself. He said he personally liked it, but I personally didn't, because I just felt like, yo, this ain't up to scratch. Do you know what I'm saying?
But then once K came with it,
no, obviously, we were going on. We was even not competing on the designs, but I was coming with some designs.
I was like, oh, that's sick. And I was like, alright, fuck it, I'm gonna come with.
He was coming back and forth, and when he dropped his, I was like, nah, I can't have my arms anymore.
do you know what?
I can't have my arms anymore.
Do you know what this is sick? Because it's sick because like obviously you lot are a duo, do you know what I mean? And I haven't interviewed any other duos before, but I'm liking what you're saying, because it's almost like there's healthy competition, and that can only be good for the brand. After delving into their design process, we travelled to the GBDT headquarters to learn more about the duo's ways of working. Outside. Cool, bro. Love. Obviously, this is the first time where I've interviewed two people that are behind the brand, and being in here, I really just want to talk about what that's like, and I kind of want to delve into the upsides, if there's any bad sides, the reality. Do you know what I mean? So what's it like in terms of ideation? You kind of touched on it in the other studio, but is it a system where anyone can come up with an idea and then whatever happens? Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's more, I think it's like I said in the other place, it's like he's just always thinking of ideas, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, again, like, because he's like the founder, innit? Not that, again, like, I'm always like thinking of ideas too, but he'll just kind of non-stop, like bam, 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 I'm just thinking. Like, to be honest, he like even kind of put some stuff up, like with previous stuff, kind of out of my knowledge. Do you know what I mean? Just like, just do something, just stay active in it. So in terms of like that, whereas obviously when it's like for the collection, it's been like, alright, this is like, that one is the collaborative aspect in it. So again, he's like always working, and then the collaborative aspect is like for the collections and stuff, where it's like got this idea, and I'm like, cool, add to it because of whatever reason. Like I might know stuff, obviously you know stuff, then it melds, and then so it's like it's mad collaborative actually.
So it kind of just constantly just bouncing off of each other.
100%.
In terms of that, obviously you guys, how long have you guys been doing this together?
Pretty much, let's say start of 2017.
Okay.
The first initial hats were released end of 2016. We started working together since the start of 2017.
Okay, so a few years now. Do you guys feel like you've gotten to a point where you kind of obviously you knew each other from before, which is obviously helpful, but you've kind of gotten to a point where you really understand each other's weaknesses and strengths?
100%. 100%.
Yeah, he's like a go-getter. Like, I'm not gonna say like I'm lazy or anything. Like I'm not lazy, but I'm like a go-getter, innit? So it's like we've got energy for stuff, and then I'll like react to the energy. Like, alright, you know what? It's not me that's gonna let the team down, innit?
You just gotta be real. Like, in these type of businesses, we just gotta be honest to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And as I said before, that we just gotta meet in the middle. Like, I may want something, he may want something, we both may not, you know what I'm saying, want the same thing, but we have to meet in the middle.
There's no choice.
Some way or another, we've got to meet somewhere in the middle to make it work.
And again, it's the whole vision as well. It's the whole like we're on a similar vision, innit?
Same shit.
It's not like anything he's gonna say, I'm gonna say it's like to be spiteful, like some snide. Do you know what I mean? Like, again, it's not. Like, them things don't even pop into our head. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's even weird. Do you know what I mean?
No,
like,
fact.
so it's like now, like, obviously whatever he says, like, it's from the best place, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
100%.
So it's one of them ones.
I feel like that ability to have people to like rein you in a good way and put you back on the right path is obviously a sick thing, isn't it? And would you guys, along with that, how many other things would you say are like, or what other things, sorry, would you say are the best things about being a duo rather than an individual when you're in fashion?
Again, I think it is that from like the different things, like what he did in uni versus what I did in uni, it's just two different things. So again, like he'll think about the financial aspect and logistics of stuff. Bro, I honestly like that's none of my business, bro.
You done art, I done finance, accounting. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I can sort out that logistics side of the business.
Yeah.
He can sort out the creativity. Obviously, creativity. Obviously, I'll bring the ideas. He'll bring it to life.
Everyone I've spoken to so far has said we're not where we want to be yet, but it makes sense because obviously it's up and coming brands, isn't it? So obviously we've spoken about the teamwork stuff and whatnot. To just round everything off, where do you guys want to be in, like, let's say, I don't even want to think too far ahead. Let's say, in fact, let me think 5 years.
I like this question because this is a very cliche question. Everyone says the same thing.
And what, you've always wanted to answer it?
No, they're not always wanted to answer it, but it's like, I've watched it on last one. And it's like, everyone just says, oh yeah, international, blah, blah, blah. Which I hear that. But me personally, I'd just like to be in a few shops, be recognised in our hometown, in our country first and foremost, maybe around Europe. You know what I'm saying? I do want to think big, but right now, let me dominate home first. Let's dominate home first. Do you get me? Like, once we dominate home, there's that cool. We can start thinking, international, USA, Australia. Obviously, people do this. They're getting twisted. But personally, for us, I want to dominate our home city first, our home country. Then, I'm saying, we'll start thinking international. Yeah, just being in a few shops. Do you know what I'm saying? Literally, maybe, just being one of the main brands in the UK. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's it. You know what I'm saying? It's not a quick thing. That's 5 years. 5 years ain't that long away from now.
It's really not,
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, in 5 years' time, just be one of the main brands in the UK.
And do you feel like thinking more realistically makes things easier to attain?
100%. Sometimes, like, don't get it twisted. Like, you can be international, or you can think not unrealistic. You can think big. I'm saying there's no problem thinking big, but sometimes it's like, you know what? Let me just not think small, but let me just think a little bit realistic. So it's like achieve that goal, then achieve the next one.
Achievable steps. Don't like again. It's like running and walking and stuff. It's like come on now. It's like
take things slow but step by step.
And organically, to be honest, because again, some of these people do like when they, some people they make something for whatever reason just blow up for 6 months to a year. You're like, right, that brand fire. Then they just fizzle out. Fizzle out. Literally. So it's like rather like I said, like once got a secure base, you've got fans, you've got people that's like, I cop this stuff all the time, they wait for it, etc., that kind of stuff. And then you're like, do you know what I mean? Like, well, like supporters and stuff, do you know what I mean? Like kind of like musicians, do you know what I mean? Like there's certain artists that were like, they've been around for ages, and it's like, they're not massive, but they've just been around for time, and they're always gonna be, they're always gonna sell, they're always gonna have fans and stuff.
So they've got almost like that cult sort of tribal following.
Literally, do you know what I mean? That's what you want, literally.
Do you feel like God Bless the Trap is on that sort of trajectory, or do you feel like you need to do something different?
No, I think it is. I think it is. I think it is because again, it's like we could just go, all right, cool. Let's just pay for 10k followers, 100k followers, whatever the hell. Pay for some stupid something, some sort of stupid marketing scheme ad to just like bam. Do you know what I mean? Like something crazy just to make the big splash that everyone sees you. And then again, it's like fall out next. I mean, whatever, because you ride your own wave. That whole what you said earlier about we did it, whatever. It was easy. It was blah blah blah. Then you don't even appreciate what's happened, all that kind of stuff. So I think, I think we've done it.
Natural.
Yeah, just natural and organic.
Organic growth is the best growth.
We ask this to everyone that comes on the channel. I don't know how I'm going to ask because there's two of you, so you guys can each say one each basically. What would be your one piece of advice to anyone that's trying to do something in the fashion industry right now?
I should say just consistency. That's what we're trying to work on ourselves. That's the main thing that we're trying to work on ourselves. Just consistency. Everything else is after consistency. Literally. That's it.
It'll probably be the same. It's probably just basic. No, I don't think no idea is a bad idea. Put everything down and then just try it. and then yeah, like try it to as much as you can. But yeah, in that way.
That's a sick takeaway. Yeah. Lads, it's been a pleasure.
100.
My flipping guys, hey, that
100%.
was lit.
100%.
So guys, thanks for watching another episode of Where's My TV Diaries. Obviously you met my guys K and D of God Bless the Trap. Big them up, man. He even gave us some freebies. Can't complain, man. It's been a lit day. But yeah, man, I hope you guys were able to kind of just see the good product of teamwork. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously everyone else I've spoken to has been by themselves, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it was wavy seeing just two people bounce off of each other, the way they help each other, the upsides, the downsides. And yeah, man, I just wish them all the best in the future, man. Big thank you to them for being on the platform. Obviously it's tired, it's late, I'm tired, the train's making noise, I kind of just want to go home. But before I go, I have to tell you guys, and I tell you this every single episode, yeah, please send me designers. Nobody's sending me designers. There's people we want to work with, seeing the content we're putting out there, man, and we're just trying to spread the message, man, just trying to get these brands out there. So yeah, man, what have I got left to say? Keep it locked. I waffled bears, man, but I'm so tired. So for here, so I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna ask questions on that. But for here, I'm gonna try to talking about 4-4s in the 4. Hey, Gabe, make sure you don't include this. Like, Gabe. Loud am to the face. You know, I was holding for bare lockers, man. Obviously, Gabe's the artist, just for that. Definitely. I don't step in the booth, just a life on track.